Hi, hello there. Trust you're doing very good. Permit me to begin today's discourse with a very important concept, the concept of life. Well, it will be no news for me to tell you how that there are a lot of definitions out there, a lot of explanations, stories, sometimes allegories that are out there to help people better understand the idea behind life, the concept of life. But you see, there is this particular metaphor that stands out to me for no special reason, really, but for the purpose of today's discourse, and that's the tale of the ladder and the wall, or should I say ladders and walls. So the tale has it that there are walls, all right, so but everybody gets to choose one wall, right? So atop every wall there is believed to be utopia, all right, fulfillment, joy, peace, some form of happiness, okay? And the means by which you can get to the top of this particular wall is by the means of a ladder. All right, so what's the logical thing to do? You get a ladder, you lean it against one of the very many walls. All right, so you first of all you're saddled with responsibility of choosing what's the right wall, and then leaning your ladder against that wall. So you pick a particular wall and then you lean your ladder and then you begin to climb. So you take one step at a time. All right, so every day you get out of bed, you're taking a step. Every day you go to your workplace and you work a job, you're taking a step. You're learning a new concept, you're taking a step. You're reading a book, you are taking a step. You're making a new friend, you're taking a step. You're attending that master class, you're going for that conference, you're going to church every day, you're going to your place of worship, you're doing this or that activity. You are taking a step, and eventually you finally arrive at the top of this wall. And the tale gets twisted here. You're immediately greeted with a shocking reality. The supposed utopia does not in any way bring for you fulfillment. It does not in any way bring for you peace. It does not in any way bring for you joy. You find out that your ladder has been leaning against the wrong wall. Words like despair, like bitterness, like sadness, they are not even near perfect to describe such a state. Well, you might say, well, why don't you just come down from that wall and go lean it against another wall? What if the same thing happens again? So do you just keep on trying on different walls? Or what if you keep trying and you keep meeting the end result? No fulfillment, no pleasure. Well, as sad as this tale might sound, even sadder is the fact that is how a lot of people have their lives going today. All right, a lot of people have their lives going in the wrong direction. They have their ladders leaning against the wrong wall. Maybe because their friend chose that wall, or maybe because their family chose for them that wall, like a course you should read in the university, or like a career path, or like a business decision that you're taking, or like a number of factors could contribute to your ladder leaning against the wrong wall. So what is the smart thing to do? Armed with this kind of an information, what you want to do is you want to channel your resources correctly, both your choice of the ladder, your choice of the wall, and you leaning that ladder upon the right wall. You want to be sure that you're doing the right thing, and you want to get it right the first time. Because you see, if you do make a mistake in this climbing of this wall, I'm afraid it might be really difficult. It might really be hard to make a change. The good book puts it this way: if the foundation be destroyed, the foundation be faulty, what can the righteous do? All right, so with that said, we want to immediately become proactive as people. We want to choose or make very excellent use of our resource. And I'd like to present to us two most important resources available to everybody in this life, available to everybody on planet Earth today. Two very important resources. And then permit me to say at this juncture, just in case you joined this class for the purpose of hearing some high-sounding and philosophical ideas or schools of thoughts, or some high-sounding superfluity of words or whatever it may be. I'm really sorry to burst your bubble. In this live class, we are going to be talking about what I'd refer to as fundamental basics upon which our lives should be founded. Simple fabrics, simple bricks that we should lay one upon another to have an excellent life. So with that said, back to the case. So two most important resources, and beginning from the least important to the more important. Well, I'm going to use it that way. The second most important resource available to every man in this life is time. Yeah, you heard me. Time. Well, you might say to yourself, how could you say time? I thought time was the most important. I think time is more important than money. It's more important than the oil fields, than gold, than physical resources. I think time should be the most important. Well, there is a resource that's more important than time. Matter of fact, this resource actually is what determines the value upon time. And that resource is you. Yeah, you. T.D. Jakes puts it this way. He says, imagine yourself to be a special resource reserved only for your highest and your best use. All right. So that's it. You are the most important resource in time. So, given the proper use of yourself and time, we are able to escape that vicious cycle of leaning and lagging against the rock wall. So the aim of this masterclass is one simple aim: to help you live your highest and best life by the realization of your highest and best use, what Dr. Miles would call the purpose. All right. So once again, I want to welcome everyone. I think this is enough of an introduction to what we are set to achieve within this next few days in the live class. So once again, you're welcome. This is the live class. My name is John.